January 15, 2009, 3:27 p.m. New York airspace. U.S. Airways Flight 1549, Airbus A320, 90 seconds after takeoff. Boom. Bird strike. Both engines. No power. 2,800 feet altitude. Falling. Over New York City. Buildings everywhere. 155 passengers, 5 crew. Pilot Sully Sullenberger, 57 years old, at the controls. He has 208 seconds to decide. Option 1, return to LaGuardia Airport, but no engines, losing altitude, might hit Manhattan buildings. Option 2, land in Hudson River, never attempted, 28-degree Fahrenheit water. Passengers could freeze. Sully, we're going to be in the Hudson. 208 seconds later, aircraft was in the Hudson River. 155 people plus 5 crew equals everyone survived. The world called it Miracle on the Hudson. But then investigation began. Why didn't you return to the airport? Simulations showed he could have returned. Sully, I had 208 seconds. The simulations are lying. And when the truth emerged, everyone understood. Sully was right. This is the story of 208 seconds. But what happened in the investigation will shock you. January 15, 2009, 6 a.m., Charlotte, North Carolina. Captain Chesley Burnett Sullenberger III, called Sully, 57 years old. U.S. Airways pilot, 29 years. Total flight hours, 19,663 hours. Experienced. But that day, everything would be tested. Sully left home, said goodbye to his wife, Lori. I have New York flights today. I'll be back tonight. Normal day. Had done it hundreds of times. LaGuardia to Charlotte to LaGuardia. Simple route. Nobody knew this flight would make aviation history. Sully's background: USAF fighter pilot, F-4 Phantom jet. Glider pilot, motorless flight experience, important. Safety expert, accident investigation. 40 years flight experience. All this experience would be used in 208 seconds. January 15, 2009, 3:25 p.m., LaGuardia Airport, New York. U.S. Airways Flight 1549, boarding completed. 150 passengers, 5 crew. Captain Sully Sullenberger, pilot. First Officer Jeffrey Skiles, co-pilot, 49 years old. 3 flight attendants. Aircraft Airbus A320-214, registration N106US. Destination Charlotte, North Carolina, 2-hour flight. 15:25:00 takeoff. Runway 4, LaGuardia. Co-pilot Jeff Skiles, rotate. Aircraft airborne. Sully, positive rate, gear up. Jeff, gear up. Everything was normal. 15:26:30, 2,800 feet altitude. Sully at controls, Jeff monitoring. Jeff, what a view of the Hudson today. Sully smiled. Yeah, New York view, Hudson River, Manhattan, George Washington Bridge. Beautiful day. 15:27:10, 90 seconds later, boom, boom, boom. Cockpit windscreen went dark. Birds. Canada geese flock. Aircraft flew into flock, 15 to 20 birds. First impact, engine 1, left. Birds entered engine, fan blades broke, engine exploded. Second impact, engine 2, right. Same thing, both engines dead. Cockpit suddenly went silent. Normally engine noise, constant hum. Now, silence. Only wind sound.
Aircraft became a glider, no power, no thrust. Sully, what was that? Jeff, birds. Sully looked at control panel. Alarm lights lit up. Engine 1, fail. Engine 2, fail. Thrust, 0. Altitude, falling. Both engines had died. Sully immediately took control. My aircraft. Jeff, your aircraft. Sully put hands on controls, direct flight control. Now, his 208 seconds began.
15:27:11, 1 second after bird strike. Sully immediately called ATC, Air Traffic Control. Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. This is Cactus 1549. Hit birds. We've lost thrust in both engines. We're turning back towards LaGuardia. ATC, Patrick Harton. Cactus 1549. Turn left, heading 220. But Sully noticed a problem. Altitude, 2,800 feet, but falling. Descent rate, 1,000 feet per minute. In 2.8 minutes, they'll hit ground. LaGuardia Airport, 10 miles away. Enough altitude to return? Sully quickly calculated in his head. 40 years experience, glider pilot, motorless flight knowledge. Airbus A320 glide ratio 17:1, or 17 feet forward, 1 foot down. From 2,800 feet altitude, maximum 8 to 9 miles glide distance, but LaGuardia is 10 miles away. Sully to ATC, we're unable, we may end up in the Hudson. ATC shocked, all right Cactus 1549, what do you need to land? Sully didn't respond, calculating. Option 1, LaGuardia Airport, runway 13, distance 10 miles, altitude needed 3,000 plus feet for turn and approach, current altitude 2,800 feet and falling. Calculation, insufficient, can't reach runway, will hit Manhattan buildings. Option 2, Teterboro Airport, New Jersey. ATC suggested Teterboro runway 1 available, distance 7 miles, but same problem, not enough altitude. Sully, we can't do it, we're gonna be in the Hudson. Option 3, Hudson River, distance immediately below, 1 mile. Altitude needed, minimal, just level descent. But water landing, ditching, never attempted in Airbus A320. Sully thought, water landing, dangerous, the aircraft could break apart, but only option. 155 people, do they all die or all live? Decision, Hudson River, but what he did next saved everyone's lives. 15:28:31, 80 seconds after bird strike. Sully gave final message to ATC. We're gonna be in the Hudson. ATC, Patrick Harton. I'm sorry, say again, Cactus? Sully didn't repeat, no time. 80 of 208 seconds gone, 128 seconds left. Sully turned to co-pilot Jeff. Can you bring up the QRH for dual engine failure? Jeff quickly opened the manual, procedures list, but the procedure had no Hudson River landing because it had never been done. Sully was on his own, would use his experience. 15:2900 hours, 110 seconds passed, 98 seconds left. Altitude, 1,500 feet. Sully aimed aircraft toward Hudson River. George Washington Bridge ahead, must clear the bridge. Bridge 212 feet high. Sully calculated, aircraft passed 900 feet above bridge, didn't hit bridge, cleared it. Sully to cabin crew, flight attendants on intercom. This is the captain, brace for impact. Cabin, panic, 150 passengers, some crying, some praying, mothers holding children. Flight attendant Doreen Welsh shouting, brace, brace, heads down, stay down. Passenger Dave Sanderson sitting in the back. That moment I knew we're dying. I pulled out my phone, wrote message to my wife, plane going down, love you. Couldn't press send, impact came. 15:30:43, 208 seconds after bird strike, impact. Aircraft touched Hudson River, perfect angle. Sully's water landing technique. Airbus A320, 150,000 pounds weight, 150 knots speed, 172 miles per hour. Hudson River, 1 mile wide, 28 degrees Fahrenheit water temperature. How to land. Sully knew 3 things: glider pilot experience. Nose up, 10 to 12 degree angle, nose up pitch. If nose down, aircraft buries in water, breaks apart. Wings level. If one wing hits first, aircraft spins, breaks apart. Low speed, minimum controlled speed. Too fast, break apart. Too slow, stall, fall. Sully controlled. Nose 10.5 degrees up, perfect. Wings level, perfect. Speed 125 knots, perfect. Above minimum, but controlled. 15:30:43, touchdown. Aircraft touched Hudson River, splash. Then nose, splash. Aircraft skidded on water 3,000 feet, then stopped, floating. Cockpit went silent. Sully and Jeff looked at each other. Jeff, that wasn't as bad as I thought. Sully, check if everyone's okay.
Aircraft was floating on Hudson, but water was seeping in, rear section damaged. Flight attendant Sheila Dale opened rear door. Water rushed in. Rear door closed, go forward. 150 passengers rushed to front doors. Doors opened. Emergency exit ramps inflated on aircraft wings, inflatable slides. Passengers climbed onto wings, standing, in water, 28 degrees Fahrenheit, cold. Some on wings, some in rafts, life vest boats, but help was coming. Hudson River, New York's busiest waterway, ferries everywhere. First ferry arrived 3 minutes later. What ferry captains saw, aircraft in water, people on wings, immediately turned, went to aircraft. Within 10 minutes, 24 boats on Hudson, ferries, NYPD boats, FDNY boats, Coast Guard. New York's maritime response system worked perfectly. Passengers rescued one by one, some wet, shivering in cold, some injured, broken ribs, bruises, but everyone alive. Sully and Jeff stayed on aircraft, final check. Sully walked through cabin, checked twice. Anyone left? Checked twice. Nobody. Everyone evacuated. Sully and Jeff exited aircraft last. 15:55, rescue completed. 155 people plus 5 crew equals 160 people alive. Injuries? 5 serious, broken bones. 78 minor, bruises, hypothermia. 77 uninjured. No deaths. A miracle on the Hudson.
After rescue, the world declared Sully a hero, but NTSB, National Transportation Safety Board, began investigation. Routine procedure, done after every incident, but for Sully, investigation became a battle. February 2009, NTSB Investigation Room. Sully facing NTSB investigators. Questions: Captain Sullenberger, why didn't you return to LaGuardia? Sully: altitude was insufficient. If we turned, would have hit Manhattan buildings. NTSB: but our simulations showed you could have returned. NTSB simulations. Airbus A320 simulator. 17 experienced pilots. Same conditions. Both engines lost. 2,800 feet altitude. Result: 17 pilots, 17 successful LaGuardia returns. NTSB: see, in simulation, everyone succeeded. Why did you choose Hudson? Sully: in simulation, pilots knew what to do. I didn't know. I had 208 seconds.
But what Sully said next exposed the flaw in their simulations. But NTSB pressed. Questions continued. Did you try for Teterboro? Did you try restarting engines? Was Hudson last resort? Sully answered each question, calm, professional, but inside he was angry. Sully's thought, I saved 155 people, everyone alive, and now you're questioning me? Investigation continued. NTSB showed simulation videos, 17 successful returns. But Sully noticed something. Sully, in your simulations, pilots started turning immediately after bird strike, correct? NTSB, yes, dual engine failure procedure, return immediately. Sully, but in real life, 35 seconds passed. Pilots need to assess situation, understand what happened, make decision. Your simulations don't account for this. NTSB went silent. Sully was right. NTSB repeated simulations, this time with 35-second delay. Pilots waited 35 seconds, then tried to return. Result? All failed. None reached LaGuardia. All hit Manhattan buildings in simulation. Truth emerged. Sully didn't have 208 seconds. In reality, after 35-second delay, he only had 173 seconds. And in those 173 seconds, LaGuardia was impossible. Hudson was the only option. NTSB findings 2010. Captain Sullenberger's decision was correct. Hudson River landing was the best and only safe option under existing conditions. Sully was right.
January 15th, 2009. 208 seconds. Pilot Sully Sullenberger. Both engines dead. 155 passengers over New York. Choice: return to airport and hit buildings, or land on Hudson, never attempted. Sully calculated 208 seconds and made the right decision. Hudson River, perfect water landing. 155 people plus 5 crew equals everyone survived. Then investigation began. Why didn't you return? Simulations, you could have. Sully, no, 35-second delay, not 208 seconds, 173 seconds. And in those 173 seconds, Hudson was the only option. Truth emerged. Sully was right. 2010, Sully retired. 2016, Clint Eastwood made film, Sully, Tom Hanks starring. Sully today is 74 years old, 2025, still aviation safety consultant. 155 people are alive because of Sully, and 208 seconds entered aviation history. If this story moved you, don't forget to subscribe, because sometimes 208 seconds is enough to save 155 lives. Sully Sullenberger proved it.